Hello, I'm Douglas Maddy and welcome to Altered Perceptions. In these videos we're going to be looking at the performances from the TV show Penn and Teller's Fool Us. I'm a magician with over 25 years of experience and I'm going to be watching these episodes alongside various guests so that we can get the perspective from an audience member's point of view as well.
Hi, I'm DK from South Korea. In 2003, I competed in my first magic competition. The judges said, "Your magic is skillful, but not original." So I promised to create something no one has seen before for new ideas. I looked to movies instead of magic. The Invisible Man is my favorite. A hand you can see is making things happen. This is the illusion I will perform tonight. Teller is one of my biggest heroes. The way he plays with shadow intrigues me. I hope to inspire Teller the way he has inspired me. I want him to say, "Now that is what I call originality."
This could go one way or the other, I think.
Yeah. This guy looks really familiar.
What's that?
He looks really familiar.
I know, I've got that
sure I've
sense as well.
seen things of his before.
She likes it. Woo! It's got me a little excited. I ain't got those expressions when we're watching it. We're just sort of like, yeah, okay, next. Ooh, saucy. was good.
That was good.
Oh wow. So James, your thoughts?
Well, I really liked it.
I really liked it too. I feel like I've been in a hypnosis or something. I was like just transfixed.
I think it's more to do with the fact there was so much going on. There was a lot of different things.
You couldn't take your eyes off of it, could you? Like,
No.
And he was going faster than the speed of light because the light's there, and you couldn't go any quicker than that. And with that whole bit as well, I thought that was like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or something. That was sort of like something you'd always love to be able to do if you could do it, you know.
Seen one of these?
Very good. I was quite impressed.
Yeah, I was very impressed as well. I think it started off a bit slow and a bit kind of basic, and then as it progressed, it got more and more impressive. And there were certain bits in there, even when I knew what he was going to do, I was like, he did it really well. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't just one trick in there, obviously, there was loads of different tricks. What was your favourite part of that?
I think I had two. With the powder or salt, whatever it was.
And he threw it?
Yeah, and then the ball appeared. That was quite good. And then obviously going down the hole.
You like the hole?
Yeah.
They're my two favourites as well.
Yeah. I think it's because they would really stand out
Mm.
in the whole act.
I did like that whole idea of the ball growing and shrinking and then him opening up the glass to put it over there. I thought that was good. Yeah, I'm a bit taken aback by it because I didn't expect him to be that good, so I'm a bit kind of like... Because again, with the music as well, because he's not doing loads of jokes and all that and trying to keep your attention, it's just really interesting and intriguing what he's doing. You kind of like, you say, just focus on it, so it's kind of like you're going to a bit of an old state watching it.
The music kind of keeps it tranquil as well. And
yeah, it does.
Sort of, like you say, it does sort of hypnotise you into believing it, really. So.
Yeah, and it was a lovely... It was just... What would you give it out of 10, would you say, for you?
Kind of want to lower the previous score now.
What was the previous one?
8.
8. Yeah. What would you give the previous? You can change the score. We can edit that.
Oh,
Can
We
we
can do
edit
anything.
time, don't
If he can make a ball go into an invisible hole, we can do anything.
this one, 8, 9.
Oh, so you go for 9 with this one? 8, 9, 9?
Yeah, 9.
9. So the other one, it makes the other one look not as good because it's a completely different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what
There
I think.
there was a lot more to it. I feel. So.
And what, do you think Penn and Teller were forward?
Maybe. I can't really say on this one.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they'll just give it to him anyway because it was just such an exceptional act, you know.
Yeah.
It's like there was so much going on at once. There's a lot of work gone into that. Let's have a look, see if we're forward on that.
That was so beautiful.
너무 멋있었어요.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How does it feel to perform in Vegas?
베가스에서 이렇게 공연하니 어떤 기분이 드나요?
Well, it's such an honor to me for having this amazing night with Penn and Teller, and all of you guys here in Vegas. I don't know what to say, but I feel like I'm dreaming. Yeah.
That's lovely.
It's very respectful.
Why doesn't he need a translator if he's speaking?
I know, I was just thinking that.
I was just, yeah.
It's good if you get pulled over by the police. Do you have drugs in the car? I just need my translator.
All right, Penn and Teller have had enough time to think it over, so let's see if you fooled them. Guys,
DK, what a great routine. Just loved it. Really loved it. And you know, with that kind of high concept, beautiful thing, you're almost guaranteed for Teller to like it. That's the kind of thing Teller loves. Teller's the kind of child who walked around his room with a flashlight and objects and looking at them. I'm not that kind of child. That's the kind of stuff that you were doing, kind of stuff that categorically I don't like. I love this. And you're able to do something that thoughtful, that perfectly laid out, and still not have it feel pretentious. And that is a huge magic trick in itself. It's not precious, it's just beautiful. And that line is hard to draw. And the routine used mechanical stuff, it used science, it used raw sleight of hand, it used this genius move of having the screen be necessary to cause the magic and also necessary to accomplish the magic. We've seen a lot of beautiful acts on this show, and this is my favorite because of your humility and your raw skill. Having said all that, it's very difficult to speak in code, although in this case maybe speaking English really fast would work, but because there were so many different beats. But I'd like to sum it up to say it was beautiful. I don't think it fooled us, and I don't care. It's gorgeous.
so do you believe that they know how you did your trick? That they figured it out?
펜앤텔러가 속지 않았다는 것을 믿습니까?
뭐 저는 그게 상관없이 그 좋은 제 공연을 보여주고 싶었다고.
No matter if Penn and Teller actually got it or not, my intention wasn't to really fool you guys, but to perform my own.
You did it beautifully.
You did it beautifully.
So he didn't fool them, and so you gave it a 9 out of 10. What could he have done differently or better to make it get a 10 out of 10 from you?
I don't know.
It was quite.
It was really good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
And I think it's one of those acts
But
where
it's
you can
one of
watch
those
it again and look differently next time because you weren't like I wasn't paying full attention the first time.
Maybe it's one of those things where like you don't want to give it a 10 because there might be something better.
Yeah.
But is there? So
It's about as good as
it's
it gets.
yeah.
Unless Shin Ling comes on. Yeah, I always think that. I always say there's no 10, so 9 is my maximum that I'll ever go to. So what you're saying either way is that that's your top score for that guy. Because there is no 10.
There is actually a 10, just I just want to prefer
No,
that.
but for James. Because there's always something better or more. Because I get what you're saying with that.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It's like, I don't know because I haven't seen everything.
Exactly. So you can't. So in order to compare one act to the other,
Yeah.
you have to be able to see.
I might give something a 10 maybe one day and then see something better and then maybe feel like I should downgrade.
Like you just did a minute ago.
Yeah.
So the other acts is like acts down because you've got a comparison to sort of something to compare it to.
Yeah,
so
because
you
I've seen
establish
something,
your level.
something better than the previous.
Yeah.
Shall we compromise with a 9.5?
Would you like to go for a 9.5? So you're still
We can
not
give
on
it a
10.
9.5.
We're changing it to a 9.5.
I'm kind of influencing all the guests now.
Yeah, I was going to
Just
say
like-
you're
I never used to
you're
be on
tampering with the evidence. This is his original testimonial statement. You know, you're coaxing the witness. So so you go for. Don't let James press you. Would you like to go for the other James? Would you like to go for a 9.5, or would you like to stay at 9?
I'm going to stay at 9.
You stay at 9, and the other act. Would you still like to downgrade it?
Yes.
Because this was so good. So what
Yeah.
would you give the other act again?
6.
A 6, down to a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite a downgrade.
That is a
That's a
downgrade.
double pointer.
Yeah.
That's 2 points
That's
on the
how good
mark.
he
I think if you're watching quite a few different things. Like obviously, the first one might wow you at 1st, and then if you see something else, you might think, well, it's just another lose a card, find a card trick, isn't it? But I think if you've got obviously a space in time where you're not watching Magic, and then you come back to it, it might be impressive.
But even just those two, there were two completely different acts. One was a basic pick a card, find a card, like you said, and the other one was like. And the complaint not complaint, but the observation at the last one was it was a bit drawn out and long. Well, you can't say that one was because it was the opposite. That's the sort of like because there was
Every
so much
part
going
of it was
on.
different.
It was utilised.
Yeah.
You know, they're making the most of it.
I think working out how that one was done would be for a neutral quite difficult as well because there were so many different elements of it. So you might possibly know how one part was done and then not know how another part was done.
No, even me as a magician, I'm like watching it, I'm going, okay, I get it, but I'm not quite sure about this part or that part. So I could get how he could have done it, and I can see by the hand positions. But even at the same time, it's like if someone's playing the guitar really fast, you can't quite make out what they're playing sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, I'd have to watch it a couple of times. So that's what I like about it, is that it intrigued me and spiked my curiosity. Yeah. So... But you can tell he's good, can't you? It's not really like a trick that you buy in a shop. He's sat down and he's come up with that, and it's a really original act. No one else is doing anything like that, so it's quite.
Have you worked out how it was done, or?
Well, like I say, a lot of it, like with the stuff over to there's certain palming techniques and things that you can do. Like when he got the ball and he made it disappear, and he's just palming it into the glass. But again, even still, that like with the hole, I love that. So it's got to be something to do with the table. There's got to be a hole in the table for that ball to go through that hole. If you look at his table doesn't need to have that cloth over it like that. You know, so the table's involved in the trick. So it's all one big prop.
The thing was as well.
Yeah. So but I really liked it, and you really liked it.
Yeah.
Well,
very much.
Hopefully it was worth the trip. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be notified of our latest videos.